Hi, I'm Jay Garstecki. Welcome to Operation Fishing Freedom. Today we're going to fish with Erik Hill, a U.S. Army veteran that served his country all the way from Iraq to Alaska. Please join us in the boat.
Military veterans protect our great nation. Pro angler Jay Garstecki made it his duty to honor our heroes. He wants to share soldier stories. The perfect place to carry out this mission? A fishing boat. Get ready to launch Operation Fishing Freedom. Brought to you by Great Clips.
We thought maybe we're gonna try for some bass today.
Jay Garstecki shares the boat with a special partner. His name, Erik Hill, and Erik follows fishing rules.
Got to remember the rules.
Yeah, what's that?
Rule number 1, always look cool. Rule number 2, always know where you're at. And rule number 3 is act like you know what you're doing even if you don't. If that fails, go back to rule number 1.
Reel this in, Erik. Set the hook on it.
Nice little northern.
Northern? Whoa! That was a catch and release.
That doesn't count, it's not in the boat. It only counts in the boat.
Today is not about the number of fish in the boat, but rather the number of stories.
I went in the Wisconsin National Guard, and then from there I joined the Army Reserves, 10.5 years.
Erik put in his time as a soldier, and so did his best friend, Killian.
Yeah, he's from the Marines. My buddy's a kennel master for MARSOC. Well, now it's called Raiders. It's like the Marine Corps' version of the Navy SEALs.
Killian, the dog, a Belgian Malinois full of spunk.
Like a German Shepherd on like a case of Red Bull. Yeah, one of the operators from the Marines actually named Killian, and I thought it was a pretty cool name, so I kept it. Yeah, I just wish they had more programs, you know, in this area for veterans, for dogs. Because every time I go to the VA, you know, everyone's like, where'd you get the dog? Where'd you get the dog? And
back home, Erik and Killian play catch, but today's catch focuses on water.
I don't know what it is, but it's kicking good. What you got there? Oh,
looks like a
nice
largemouth.
Hold on, let me get the net. Let me get the net. That's a big fish.
it's a fatty. It's a hog.
Nice. Whoo! That's what we're talking about, baby. Wow, nice fish.
Sweet.
Yeah. Way to go, man.
It's good color too.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Let's get her back in.
There you go. Nice job.
Thanks, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I grew up hunting and fishing with my dad when I was little.
Erik grew up in Minocqua, Wisconsin. Fresh water surrounds this part of the country.
Oh yeah, I was always out on the lake with my dad.
When he turned 19, Erik enlisted.
Operation Fishing Freedom. Brought to you by Great Clips. YONTZ VALOR Foundation. And by Take a Vet Fishing.
Reel this one in back there.
Looks like a largemouth.
Hold on, let me get the net, let me get the net.
For former U.S. Army Sergeant Erik Hill,
It's a fatty. It's a hog.
Nice. Woo!
the chance to fish alongside Jay Garstecki
Wow, nice fish.
comes with a reward.
Nice fish. There you go. Nice job.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it helps me relax. You know, being on the boat, you know, just sitting around like guys do talking, you know, about fishing is, you know, I found this is like my therapy now. This is what works for me. I grew up hunting and fishing with my dad when I was little. You know, those are some of the best, you know, memories I have of my father were, you know, fishing and stuff.
You said your dad passed away when you were young, huh?
Yeah, my dad passed when I was 11. We actually caught 35 bluegill that day ice fishing.
Fishing isn't the family's only honored tradition.
My dad was a U.S. Marine in Vietnam, and yeah, I was really stuck on being in the Marines like my dad. You know, I always looked up to him.
What age did you actually join the military?
I was 19 when I joined. I joined the National Guard at first, and as soon as I got out of basic, I knew I wanted to go active duty someday. I had the bug.
Erik wasted no time. After signing up for the Army Reserves, he jumped at the chance to join the 101st Airborne Division.
I always had the itch to go active. I went to the 101st active duty, and you know, I went to Iraq with them, and then I got orders for the 82nd. Yeah, I really enjoyed, you know, jumping too.
You're a paratrooper?
Yeah,
How many jumps do you have?
57.
57 jumps, a number that still sticks with Erik. He first deployed to the Middle East.
We first were in Kuwait, getting acclimated and stuff, and waiting for the, you know, our orders to go into Iraq.
Erik and his team were one order away from war.
We had two alarms go off, and then the second one that went off, we got the all clear, and we're coming out, and a jet was flying over, and one of our Patriot missiles shot it down. And later to find out, it was a friendly jet, a British jet that we had shot down.
The war would find him first.
We heard the grenades go off. We were probably 50 meters from it, you know, our tent was, so it was really loud. And we heard the small arms, so we all grabbed our weapons and stuff. We thought we were looking for 2 Kuwaitis. One of our combat engineers took a couple grenades and threw them in our command tent and shot some small arms and stuff, and killed some of our own. And yeah, it was pretty tough, you know, not even in, you know, Iraq yet, and we've already got casualties.
Operation Fishing Freedom, brought to you by Great Clips, Optima Batteries, and by Recon Boats.
If you're a U.S. military veteran living in Illinois, Wisconsin, the UP of Michigan, or Minnesota, log on to takeavetfishing.org and look for an event near you. Good one.
Need the net?
Yeah, why don't you? I don't know. I think it's a bass. Stay down, baby. Oh, it's a northern. Hit like a ton of bricks, but it ain't that big.
Ah, you're ours, buddy. Try to jump out of the net.
Yeah, he might be a little too small, I think, to keep.
Erik Hill impatiently waits on his next bite on this small Wisconsin lake.
We should have got some beef jerky or something, because we're gonna be out here all day, boys.
Slow fishing gives Erik a moment to reflect on his time as a soldier.
We live in such a great country, and you think about all those soldiers, sailors, Marines that have done so much for this country, and I'm honored to do my part, and to honor them. Worked for a private military company and went back to Iraq, and I worked for them for 3 years doing diplomatic security for the Department of State. I had the privilege to work with some of the best of the best, some of the most professional people I've ever had the honor to work with.
The best of the best, including Erik himself. He spent 3 years in Iraq protecting convoys.
I was a CAV commander, the counter assault vehicle commander. Basically, the CAV is the vehicle that stays and fights to get the motorcade off the X if they got hit. We were going to Anajaf from Al-Hilla, and I was what you call a trunk monkey on that mission. And because I'm such a small guy, I normally volunteer for trunk monkey. Plus, you have the 240 machine gun. That's always fun to shoot.
Soldiers mark the armored vehicles with both English and Arabic. Stay back 100 meters or deadly force will be used. Erik became the warning behind those words.
But if they get in a certain range, we have to shoot the vehicle.
This harsh duty came at a cost.
Yeah, we got hit. One vehicle was destroyed.
In 3 years, roadside bombs hit Erik's motorcades on more than one occasion. The effects of war still linger.
Yeah, it just, like overpasses or debris in the road, I have issues with, and, I gotta wear hearing aids now, and been around a lot of small arms fire and heavy gun fire and explosions. I did four years total in Iraq, so it does a toll on your body for sure.
Even so, Erik found war to be an addiction.
You get that rush, from, being in firefights and stuff. All that stuff is, you get a certain, rush that it's hard to explain. I mean, after my first firefight, I didn't sleep for like 2 days. I was just jacked.
A sensation he still chased after his active duty ended.
So I went into jobs that were all like dangerous action type jobs.
Erik hunted for the most extreme job in the most extreme terrain. He landed in North America's wildest territory working as a state trooper.
I finally got my dream post out in Healy, Alaska, which is 10 minutes from Denali National Park. It was amazing. You see a lot of different things. You deal with a lot of different things. The wildlife, for one. And dealing with the elements. It's beautiful, but at the same time, it's very dangerous.
you'd like to nominate a vet to see in a future episode, please log on to our website, operationfishingfreedom.com, click on the nominate button, and tell us a little bit about the veteran that you'd like to see in an upcoming episode.
Operation Fishing Freedom is brought to you by the SPARTA Project, fishwithme.net, and by Temple Bay Lodge.
Oh, fish.
Got one?
It's a fighter. It's probably another kicking like a northern. Oh, it's a largemouth. It's a nice one. Oh, did you see that? That's teamwork, my friend. It came off the hook right as he got the net underneath him.
Here you go.
Nice little 12, 14 incher, huh? You want to kiss it?
No, good job.
Thanks, brother. Good work. Good nut job.
On a pristine fall day, Erik Hill and Jay Garstecki share the boat. Erik, a former soldier with the 101st Airborne, remembers tough times in Iraq.
We'd go out and patrol at night, and what the enemy would do at night, though, is they'd whistle.
That sound, a signal to other insurgents. Erik's job was to track down and eliminate the source of the sound.
I went in and I took the guy down, hand to hand. He didn't have any weapons or anything. He was just whistling to let, the enemy where our location was. And all I remember is getting the guy in the ground and putting some cuffs on him.
Once Erik's military career ended, he turned to police work. Erik joined the Alaskan State Troopers. National Geographic even highlighted his work.
I was a trooper for 6 years. I loved it.
This coin is a coin that only certain troopers get. It's a really special coin to get. Not many know about it. It's basically, you go beyond your job. You go over.
Above and beyond.
Yes.
What did you receive that for?
For being awesome.
Rule number 1.
Erik's 2 sons now aspire to follow in his footsteps, just as Erik followed in his father's.
That's my boy.
Your son?
Yeah.
Flying Army?
He wants to be a Navy SEAL sniper. So I always like to do like a boys' day with the kids, So Dwayne wanted to play Navy SEALs, so we all camoed up, put on some of my old gear.
His 2 sons still live in Alaska. Erik moved away to deal with another of life's hurdles, post-traumatic stress.
I knew I had it. I just dealt with it, my own way. And then until that stuff happened to me in Alaska, they said it was like ripping a Band-Aid off, and it just got really bad. I was hard-headed, alpha male, combat arms guy. We're taught not to go to a sick call. We're taught not to, just suck it up, You get back and they're like, when you're transition out, they, they tell you, just don't say anything about it, You'll be all right. Drive on.
But Erik made another choice. He decided to get help.
and I agreed to come in Madison for treatment. That's where I learned about take-a-vet fishing. And then from take-a-vet fishing, you know, I learned about Operation Fishing Freedom. And
I wanted to give you something.
you don't have to give me anything.
This is your very own black Angry Bear custom rod.
No way. It's got my units on it.
That's exactly.
Holy smokes.
You are now official with your own Erik Hill Operation Fishing Freedom jersey.
I mean, I don't need anything.
That's for you, brother.
You don't
Thank
have to
you.
give me anything. Thank you.
Thank you for everything, man. Well, we appreciate your service, and we hope that every day gets a little easier for you.
One day at a time.
That's it.
Thanks for taking me out fishing.
It's the first of many times, pal.
I'd fish every day if I could.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode and hearing Erik's story. Please support your local VFW halls and American Legion halls because they support our U.S. military veterans. If you'd like to nominate a veteran that you'd like to see in a future episode, please log on to www.operationfishingfreedom.com and click on the nominate button.